Okay, let's ride, y'all. Alright, this me once again here. This Mr. O and all that. I know it's Friday morning. September 16th, 2016. And you know what? I remember yesterday on my podcast we were talking about, which wasn't really even newsworthy, and a few of my colleagues even agreed with me on that. And it was people making a big deal about it, about the fourth grade school teacher out of Atlanta, who was being hailed as America's sexiest teacher. Patrice Brown, otherwise known as Tracy, or hashtag Teacher Bay. You know, and the big controversy was surrounding that is like, you know, is like particularly like the outfits that she wearing. It's, you know, and it's kind of like real stupid, you know. Not on her part, because she's an excellent school teacher. It's just the fact of the matter that a lot of people getting out here and they're making a big deal about it. And now, thanks to like a few haters, which is probably a bunch of old hags and probably these old in the closet dudes up in Atlanta, because you know Atlanta is a lot more. Atlanta is known, is nicknamed often as the gay capital of the world or whatever. You know, it's really stupid. It really is. It really is. So, you know. So, you know, I want to show y'all to read this article that I came across. Because now it comes to find out that the Atlanta school district has not had the final say so, and unfortunately, Miss Tracy, that's her nickname, you know, has been reprimanded. She hasn't been fired, and you know, it's really kind of making me sick to the stomach. I mean, like, you look at the pictures that you see right there in my podcast, what I had earlier. What is she wearing that's supposed to be inappropriate? You know, what I feel like is this: you just got a lot of haters out there. I mean, it's like what my Irv Griffin was saying. Like, what do y'all want her to do? Y'all want her to wear a damn burlap sack or something? I mean, for real. I'm jumping the gun on this, but you know, we all know the reason why behind that. And this is a big problem. And I was talking to a lady friend of mine earlier after I did the podcast yesterday morning, and I'm gonna tell you something. It's a lot of jealousy and envy in the black community, and particularly among black women. And yes, you know, black men, it goes through that too. You may have one guy that might have L for this other guy because, you know, he may not have what you got, but yet though at the same time he has a type of charisma that probably the ladies like, and he genuine with it, he real with it. You know, he is not trying to be something that he's not. And you know, it's the same thing with this sister. I mean, like, it doesn't matter what she put on. I mean, her body type and her jeans, it's gonna look good anyway. She ain't gonna be able to hide that body anyway, no matter what. And what she's wearing is not inappropriate. You see one picture of her wearing the leopard print dress. Then you see another one with her wearing the blue skinny jeans and the gold long sleeve T-shirt. Now, if the pink little body dress, okay, that ain't not like that. Nothing too fancy and all that. You should see some of the tweets that I read, and they're mostly coming from guys, who are basically hating. One from Emil Chang Jr. He's saying, well, she should be more dressed appropriately. Listen, I had teachers who were dressed appropriately but still couldn't teach. Hashtag teacher Bay. But he following them. Wow. There's another one from Joshua. He said, all my former teachers like me that know school politics know teacher Bay dressing too damn sexy for class. Keep it real. And then it was another one. I think this was Run Out of Bounds. Maxine Shaw, Esquire. Oh boy. LRT. I mean, bad enough she was disrespecting her classroom. But now it turns out that it wasn't even her classroom. To the bushes. I'm like, how she was disrespecting her classroom. Somebody please make sense of that to me. I mean, yes, it's definitely is coming from some haters or whatever like that. And the big problem, excuse me, the big problem is like, you got some of black women like that. They be jealous of. You got some older ones that jealous of the younger ones because what? She's got a knockout body. She's beautiful. She's got a pretty smile, and probably got a nice personality to go with it. Or it's just the fact that she getting the attention and y'all not. That's what it is. Because trust me, her Instagram page has been blowing up. The photos went viral. I mean, it ain't got nothing to do with that and all that. I mean, like I said before, and I say it again, Miss Patrice Brown, look, if you got it, flaunt it. I mean, like that. She's not showing no cleavage. She's not like bending over showing booty shots or wearing Daisy Duke shorts that's exposing her privates or anything like that. So I'm saying, like, what is inappropriate? None of that what she has on is inappropriate. The thing is like this, what I think, see, this is another thing out of the white supremacy playbook. And yeah, I'm going there on this. Because now they making a rule now where you're going to try to police black women of their bodies. That shit don't make sense to me. That don't make sense to me at all. And you seen like the tweets I read, it's just from a couple of dudes who talking all that junk. I guess they trying to get in to fit in or whatever. But I bet if they were by themselves and they see her by herself one-on-one, they probably be trying to slide and holler. Man, please. That's why I say, man, dudes these days are a trip. And some of y'all females out there, y'all trip too. You smiling, you probably be smiling chick face like this and then going ahead and stabbing her or talk about her behind her back. I see it all the time, even where I be at. I see it all the time. And she ain't out there trying to steal nobody man or trying to do this or whatever. She doing her. But the one thing, and I said this once and I'm going to say it again, everybody tend to overlook. Nobody ain't paying attention to this. And I talked to this about to my boy yesterday when I took a trip down there to Dayland Mall. That, he talking all this psychology stuff about this and that. Okay, I get that. But the one thing you don't listen to me about is the fact of the matter is that what's the hell that's got to do with her teaching, with her trade? Because obviously she's a great educator. She's been voted teacher of the year or teacher of the month, teacher of the year. I think it's teacher of the year. So I could be wrong. So if anybody knows anything about that, please correct me on that. I mean, shoot, like I said, when I was in high school, we had teachers just like that. And then some of the pictures that she do have, she do wear like a long dress. She do wear like a little sweater, jacket, or whatever like that. Ain't nothing wrong with what she got on. I don't find that inappropriate at all. I mean, you know, the people who did this, and some of the people of the Atlanta School District, school board or whatever, they seriously need to have several seats. They need to have several seats. But see, this is just another ploy. It's like I said, once again, another tactic out of the white supremacy playbook. You know, because she loving herself. I guess they want her to hate herself and doing all this. So now they trying to do, oh, well, she can't wear that. Now you trying to, because she starts her to reveal it. That's got nothing to do with that. That's her body. That's natural. Black women are formed natural. Black women got bodies built like goddesses. Shoot. I'm saying like that. Let me see white woman try to wear something like that. Shoot. Try to wear some skinny jeans in there, or something like that. Ass more flatter than a damn ironing board. I could use that as a springboard into the pool if I wanted to. I mean, really, seriously, people, you really need to go ahead and get over yourselves. We got more important things out here in this world to worry about than worrying about what a fourth grade teacher in Atlanta wearing that's deemed inappropriate or appropriate. I'd rather go ahead and talk about more important news like the group in Chicago that's basically taking their community back. And I forgot the group's name. Call. Give me a minute. I'm gonna go ahead and check it out because I told my fellow one of my subscribers that I was gonna do a shout out on that. I think is oh yeah, New Era Chicago. That's a group right there. Yeah. And they showing love and unity throughout their whole neighborhood, and they taking their community back from letting these foreign-owned businesses know you come in here, you disrespect our women and calling them B's and H's and disrespect the elders, we'll shut this bitch down. And if you continue to do it, oh, we'll tear this motherfucker up and burn it straight to the ground. You know, but it's just like what I said before, and I said it once, I say it again. And I tried to explain this to a colleague of mine, that what he failed to realize is this, that, hey, you know, the black woman is under attack, okay, in the lamestream media. And I call them lamestream because that's exactly what they are, lame, okay? That's just plain and simple. So I'm telling you like that. So it's gonna be something like this, because I mean, this is just one of the things or whatever like that. But you know what? It's always gonna be something good that's gonna come out of this. So, you know, it's not really nothing newsworthy, but I just wanted to go ahead and let y'all know how I feel about that. I don't have a problem with what she got on. She educating the youth. And she pretty damn good at what she doing. So I really don't see the problem. I mean, some people just really need to go ahead and get that proverbial stick out they behind and get over themselves and have several seats. For real. But now I want to go ahead. I want to shift my attention on to some other foolishness. And yes, this does pertaining to the Colin Kaepernick's movement that Colin Kaepernick has sparked. Now, Undisputed, I was watching a little bit of, they had Lil Wayne on the show with Skip Bayless and Shannon Sharp. Kudos to Shannon Sharp. Stay up, brother. You know. And I'm sorry, I couldn't even, I only watched 5 minutes of it, just listening to Lil Wayne trying to at least get a decent sentence out. But the one thing I did caught that, you know, It say as much as he's been blessed, he has never had to experience racism. Let me tell you that again. He said as much as he's been blessed, he's never had to experience racism. If this NyQuil cough syrup drinking, proud as a peacock looking mother sucker, Smurf, mutated little Smurf, ooh boy, look here, I swear, he need to leave that NyQuil alone, for real. I mean, for real, he needs to leave that alone. And you know, like I said, but it just goes to show, because even Shannon Sharp even had that look on him, like this. He said, you know, what the fuck, nigga, is you serious? Sort of like similar to that look that Randy Moss had when he wanted to slap the shit out of Trent Dilfer that Sunday. You know, when Trent Dilfer made them disparaging remarks about Kaepernick. But, you know, Lil Wayne, you know, I suppose he forgot about when he made the song about him trampling, you know, stepping on the U.S. flag and rapping about Katrina, how white supremacist militias were down there sniping people off. Chris Kyle. Yeah, he was the main one. You know, racist fraud bitch. And a lot of them didn't drown. No, a lot of them were getting picked off. That's what they were. Why did you think Bush didn't come down there when it first happened? Which prompted Kanye West to get out there and say George Bush don't like black people. But for Lil Wayne to even sit up here and say something like he's never experienced racism, I mean, yeah, that just goes to show you, you know, that was all a ploy out the playbook, or white supremacist playbook, straight out of Fox News, straight out of CNN, straight out of, back in the day, Channel 7, down here. You know, get somebody that's not too keen, not too bright on their own history, lost around, look like they on drugs, look like they drunk, and then get some stupid comment out there, and then they play up to that angle to make you think, to buy into the stereotype, thinking that all blacks, we think like that, or we'll be like that. Because like truthfully, I can't take Lil Wayne seriously when it comes down to stuff like that. Skip Bayless knew what he was doing, and so did the sponsors or behind it. They knew what they were doing. Put this little fool out here to try to get out there and discredit Kaepernick. And I'm gonna tell you something. Really, this shit ain't gonna work, because thankfully Shannon Sharp is there to go ahead to snip that right in the bud. And Shannon Sharp, if you're listening, kudos to you, my brother. Kudos to you. You know, and I love it. I love it. I love every minute of it. I've always been a Shannon Sharp fan. When he, back during his playing day, when he came out of rural South Georgia, and when he played with the Denver Broncos, and he played with the Baltimore Ravens. By the way, he's got 2 Super Bowl rings behind that. Okay. And a Hall of Fame in the boot. So, I mean, kudos go out to Shannon Sharp on that. So, but you know, the problem is, we got a lot of problems to go ahead and deal with this. And the Colin Kaepernick, the movement has caught on. I mean, you even has gravitated not to just collegiate, but also to the high school levels too. Because see, we live in the 21st century. This is the age of information. This is the age of information and technology. You know, all the people gotta do is Google up the stanza of the national anthem, how racist it was and how they had to change it. Like I told my boy, they had to change it. It doesn't matter if they change it, it's still the same thing. What part of the word has you not listened to me about? Okay? Written by Francis Scott Key. Okay? A lot of the stuff that people think they know is because they got it from me. But then it's not about me. This shit bigger than me. This situation here is bigger than Colin Kaepernick. White people getting uncomfortable. getting all bent out of shape because they think he disrespecting the flag, he disrespecting the military. Since when the military owned the flag? You dumb fucks. Please explain that to me. Go ahead, I'll wait. Because he can't be disrespecting the military, because military vets, former and current, done already told you, no, I fought for the liberties and freedom of the country, so that way he could be able to go ahead and do that. Do not try to use us. Okay? Not just blacks that's in the military, but whites too support Kaepernick. And guess who's the latest one to support Colin Kaepernick? And I loved him as a wrestler. I loved him as governor of Minnesota, and I still love him to this day. That's George Janus. In case y'all don't know who the fuck I'm talking about, that's Jesse the Body, well, now known as Jesse the Mind Ventura. So, in case you don't know what I'm talking about with Colin Kaepernick, because he just recently, it's been blowed up all over Facebook, it's been blowed up all over social media, period, about with Jesse Ventura and his support for Colin Kaepernick. Let me just go ahead and let y'all listen to this.
Fully and completely. That's why I served my country. I salute Colin Kaepernick. I fully support him. Fully and completely. That's why I served my country, so that you have the freedom to protest. If we don't like protesting, what's next? I don't have to agree with him, but I'll still respect his right to do it. And everyone should respect that. He shouldn't be booed. And who's he harming? When I was governor of Minnesota, the Dems and Repubs tried to nail me. You know what they did? They passed a law requiring the Pledge of Allegiance for all public school children. I immediately vetoed it. You know why? Because governments should not mandate patriotism. Governments earn patriotism. You earn that. Who mandated patriotism? The Germans in the 1930s. They mandated patriotism. That's what we want to be. We want to build walls now and be East Berlin. That's the direction of the United States today. I salute Colin Kaepernick for having courage, a man of his convictions, and he's also putting $1 million, putting his money where his stance is. Good for him. Whether I agree with him or not is irrelevant.
Alright, that was from Jesse Ventura. In case y'all don't know, Jesse Ventura, you only known him from pro wrestling as Jesse the Body, but before you knew that, Jesse was also a former Navy SEAL, so he served. Okay, former Navy SEAL, also a former member of a outlaw of a respected motorcycle club I can't even mention, because me being part also of the MC community, so you know that's like a brotherhood there, so I can't even mention the name and stuff like that, so you go figure it out for yourselves. But at the same time, Jesse Ventura, he salute Colin Kaepernick as well. So now to the white supremacists, what do y'all got to say? You had your little puppet up there, Kermit the Frog looking joker, Lil Wayne, making a complete ASS out of himself. What else do y'all got? Because obviously you can't really touch Kaepernick and all that. You know, I've said this a long time ago on one of my previous podcasts, and you can go back and look at that episode. And I could go ahead and I could fear maybe the worst, that it's going to be some idiotic redneck hillbilly. They might try to go ahead and do harm to our young brother. That's something there that we cannot allow. We won't allow. So we got to be vigilant on top of that, and got to be going, stay on top of this and all that. Because see, right now we got the race soldiers. We got those guys on the offensive, big time. Look what's going on in Chicago. Look what's going on in Milwaukee. You know, they are the blacks up there. They already got Sheriff Coon Clark running like a scared little girl. Okay, in Chicago, in Miami, anywhere. So I'm saying like that. It's only they only last little heels. They only last little breath of life support. They can't stop this movement. They can't stop thing with Colin Kaepernick. And I'm glad it's happening. And I'm glad that he's standing firm in the trenches. I'm glad he's standing firm in his square, because like I said, I started the hashtag I sit with Kaepernick #7. Okay? I stand behind him 12,000,000%. So really, the people who want to get out there, you so-called patriots, the same ones who booed President Obama when he paid tribute to the victims of 9/11, although I got my reservations on that, I'm not finna get into that right now. Yeah, y'all call yourselves patriots, but you booed the President of the United States. Hell, I didn't like Reagan. I didn't like Bush Sr. or Bush Jr. Okay? Didn't like Nixon. But I'm never disrespected the office of the President of the United States. I can care less about the individual. But I swear, you idiots, get out there. Y'all take low to a whole new level. And I'm speaking to the white ones and all that call themselves patriots, but I call them patriots, because that's exactly what y'all is. Y'all doing all this and everything like that, saying that, oh, Colin doing it, he ain't supposed to be doing that, we supposed to be together as one. Well, see, let me ask y'all something. You jokers, y'all the new niggas out here, because look at this. Look who the ones getting out there acting a fool, cussing and swearing, getting that, like I just did, getting out there tearing up stuff because you don't agree with what this man said, sending death threats to him. And speaking of threats, let me jump on this one coon here real quick, and he really got my ire. I don't really care. I don't really give a fuck what nobody saying. That's Pittsburgh Steelers linebacker, old bulbous head, Mr. Potato Head, James Harrison. Now I know Knowledge Speak Truth has spoke on this, as well as Irv Griffin has spoke on it too. And you know, he literally threatened not only Colin Kaepernick, but he also threatened some of his teammates too, concerning the national anthem. And you know, it was real stupid. It was real stupid. But let me just read to you this tweet that, you know, and he said, if you on my team and not standing for the anthem, oh boy, Jesus, for anthems, he don't even know how to spell, better be from a broken leg or I'm gonna give you one. Hashtag eyes on you, CK. CK in capital letters stand for Colin Kaepernick. Now see, this is where it's starting to get personal. Now you want to get out there, you want to maim and hurt the man, and don't even have an idea or a clue to what the fuck going on. James Harrison is the epitome of a coon. In fact, he's a super coon. You willing to go ahead and do harm to one of your own kind just to please please a Peckerwood. I guess that CTE must have kicked in. You know. And you play on a football team that, as great as the Pittsburgh Steelers is, they're the only NFL team that's got 6 championships. I get them that. But right now, I really do not like them at this point, because the fact of the matter, you play on the team whose quarterback, who had a nerve to came out there and criticize Kaepernick, but he don't want to be questioned about his double rape charges that he did. Yeah, I'm talking about to you, Ben Rafflesberger. But nigga, fuck your Big Ben ass too. Shoot. And James Harrison, you talk about issuing threat. Man, I wish I was in the NFL, and I wish you would talk about threatening to break my leg. Bitch, I'll break your big ass down worse than what you think. Shit. Just because, you know, you all buffed, you got muscles and all that, man, that size don't mean nothing, bruh. That size don't mean a damn thing, not to me. Because cats like you, I don't even see you. You coons and you buck dancing samples, y'all make me sick. And anybody that knows me know I can't stand you. I hate you with a passion. I mean, this is one that, as Jason Black was said, has been radicalized to the tune of white supremacy. Like Jerry Rice, like Rodney Harrison, Ray Lewis, Terrell Owens, Cam Newton. The list can go on and on. I already blasted Jerry Rice. His legacy's forever tarnished. Okay? Ray Lewis, yeah, his tarnished because his son. You know, but I could worry less about them. But Lil Wayne, James Harrison, you know, these guys, you know, their nigga moment is coming, and I can't wait to be there to see it. I really can't. But on that note, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to sign off real quick, because I know the day Friday. Oh, and you know, Friday, okay, yeah, you know, all the eye sheep are out. They were camped out in front of the store last night, wait for the new iPhone. And I'm going to talk about that goofiness to come Tuesday, on Tuesday Night's Tech. But today is Friday, so I'm going to be back in a few hours and get on the subject of talking. You know, this is Friday, so I'm going to be back on later on to talk about the start of my WTF show. So this your man, Mr. O, you know, just a special report, whatever, anything like that. This was just updated. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to sign off. See y'all in a few hours. Peace out.